So I just got back from the first. This is day one of AnimeCon. They've said AnimeCon at the announcement, so I'm guessing that's how it's pronounced. So I guess I was saying it right. AnimeCon. I'm just gonna call it AnimeCon. I'm not gonna pause. I don't like pausing in mid-word. It's really cool over there, actually. I don't think I gave this convention that much credit because I went into it thinking, okay, it's a low budget convention. It's probably not going to have much. They don't have panels really. They don't have that kind of stuff going on. They have mainly card tournaments, some fighting game tournaments, and about one or two cosplay events. And I left. It's been a couple hours right now. I spent a couple hours there. The main problem with me in conventions is I usually don't go with friends. Apparently, I went to SAC Anime by myself and whatnot. It's not fun. It's not as fun when you go by yourself. I've heard that it's so much fun if you take friends. Fortunately, I don't really have many friends to go with me to an anime convention. Though tomorrow, day 2 of this one, I will likely be taking at least one or two of my friends with me. So I'll be probably sticking around a lot longer for that one. And I'm likely going to go back again later today. I just came home to get some food and everything. I picked up one of the flyers they were having there. It's actually pretty nifty. I like the style, the art of the pretty lady right now with her little thingamajig. Is that a theme with anime conventions, having the face be a female anime character with a little pet or something? Because I know the SAC Anime has the girl, and she looks like a magical girlfriend type girl and all that, and she has a little star as her buddy and all that. This one's she got this little angsty looking girl with a little attitude and little puffball thingamajig with a smiley face for a friend. I don't know if that's like a common style or whatnot. Maybe it's a California thing. Who knows? But yeah, they got a bunch of stuff going on. I got there right as they opened, and so I got to see their little announcement and whatnot. And I'd been told this by a friend. She said that her brother was one of the people running the convention. It didn't click in my head that it would be this person that I know. Like, I've acted alongside this dude. Me and him have worked at Haunted Fresno before, and that was really cool because I saw him up there with a megaphone and all that. He was wearing one of the bleach coats, and he was just doing the announcements. I'm like, I know this guy. That's awesome. I've worked with this guy. I've chatted with this guy on many occasions, and I don't know why it didn't click in my head because I know that that's her brother, and I don't know why, but it was really cool to see someone I know running the show, and I was just a guest there, so it felt really awesome. I primarily went into this convention thinking, alright, I'm just going to go there, look at the shops and everything, peruse, maybe pick up a shirt or a poster or whatnot. Surprisingly, not a lot of poster vendors. There weren't a lot of posters being sold at this convention, which I was actually kind of looking for some posters because I have a anime section of the wall now. If you guys seen any pictures or whatnot around my room, you can see in the background I have a Super Mario Brothers, a Sly Cooper, and everything, and some posters over there. I like posters. I put posters up all over the place, and I have a portion of like half this wall over here is now dedicated to anime. I have my Soul Eater wall scroll, and then my Evangelion side story-ish, the one where they're in high school and all that instead of saving the world. One of the Vocaloids and all that. I have a wall over there that I'm starting anime posters like covering, and I was looking for maybe some anime posters. Couldn't find much. I found there was one artist I saw there, one art vendor, and some of his stuff was good. I was thinking about asking him to do, because I think it was I can't remember the exact price. I think it was $8, and he can make a picture of anything in 20 minutes. Likely what they do is they like look something up on their phone and then just hand it to you in a pretty picture and all that. I was thinking maybe getting something Kingdom Hearts done by him, but I'm not positive. I might do that later when I go back. I saw some of his Kingdom Hearts artwork and it was alright. He's really good at Naruto artwork. There's that one guy, the early Naruto story. This like Mist Ninja and all that. And he's got a huge sword. People call him I think they call him the Demon. So I saw the artwork of this guy, and he was great. He looked intimidating. He looked scary. He looked really good. But I might not get anything Kingdom Hearts done by him. I'm in a real Kingdom Hearts mood because I'm going through a JRPG list that I made because I have a lot of JRPGs. And I'm going through this list and beating them one by one because I got them all during a time where I was stupid and had a lot of money but not a lot of time, and I bought a lot of JRPGs but never got around to beating any of them. And I'm currently on Final Fantasy X, and so that's put me in a really, really huge Kingdom Hearts mood. That and the fact that Kingdom Hearts 3's trailer was at E3 this year, so I was like, Kingdom Hearts crazy again. But I'm not sure if I'll get a Kingdom Hearts picture done by him. Maybe something else. He had some Nightmare Before Christmas art over there that looked really good, and I love that movie. But yeah. Now, on to what did I get from this convention. I went there, and cool thing is that when I got to the DVDs, the guy there selling them he looked at me and he goes, everything here's half off except for these big boxes. And I was like, I'm not going to question why. So I went and I picked up this, Sakura Wars, a DVD. This one is Sakura Wars in very, very, very tiny print, Return of the Spirit Warriors. Sakura Wars is a series of dating sim / JRPG games and whatnot. I've actually, where did I put it? This was the first game on my JRPG list that I just recently mentioned. Sakura Wars So Long My Love. And I started playing it, and I was alright with it at first. I'm like, this is a weird game, it's all awkward and whatnot. But by Chapter 5, I got into it. And by the end of the game, I just flat out was like, please don't be a depressing ending like Persona 3. Please, no, I can't deal with that. Didn't help with it. I was awake beating this game at like 3 in the morning, the same time I beat Persona 3, and that put me in a huge depression. I just dropped the game down the side of my bed. But yeah, I got Sakura Wars on DVD. This has never been opened, too. It was all nice and pretty. Everything's nice and clean. I'm looking forward to this. I'm not positive if this is a standalone movie, because it says Sakura Wars, and then it says 1, Return of the Spirit Warriors. I don't know if that means like this is the first of the Sakura Wars movies, because I know that there are some OVAs and everything based on the series, and I know that the games are all different in their own ways and whatnot. So I don't think I saw one for So Long My Love, but if it's out there, I definitely intend on getting it. I think this may be standalone, but I'm not positive, so I'll have to check that out. What's cool is that it wasn't open, so what it did, it came with this. It came with a very nice new poster, and that girl looks very slutty. Let's see if that picture shows up as the thumbnail. Get many views! But yeah, it came with this. This I can put up on the wall. It's got some information and everything on the back about like Q&As with the guy who started the OVA and all that. OVA series, so yeah, I guess he's the same guy that does all the other ones. So I got that, so I'm happy about that. I'm gonna be excited to watch it because I don't know, the only Sakura Wars I know of is So Long My Love, and I loved that one, but I also feel that one, it was more directed towards me. I'm a theater guy, I'm a theater major in college, I do plays around, and it takes place in alternate steampunk 1920s New York, where your main hub is a off-Broadway theater. So I really like the fact that I'm working at a theater by day, saving the world by night by means of mechs. So yeah, I got that. That was half off, and because that was half off, I decided I'm just gonna go splurging around this place. And I looked around because this one I managed to get it at like $12, same price as I got this other thing, which I didn't know how valuable this might be. But it looked really good because I saw this and I'm like, that looks like something that it's going to be a little tricky to find. It's probably not. You could probably find it on Amazon or Right Stuff or something. Maybe not Right Stuff. They usually do more new stuff, I think. But you could probably find it somewhere. But I just love the case and all that. This is Mobile Suit Gundam Char's Counterattack, the motion picture. And I talked to my buddy Cliff while I was there. I was saying, hey, you gonna come over? Or I'm gonna come tomorrow, you wanna come? And he was like, I can go tomorrow. I was chatting with him about it. He said this is a really, really good movie. He said that this is a great movie. I asked him if this was standalone, because I haven't seen the original Mobile Suit Gundam. I haven't. I've seen Gundam Wing, which I absolutely love. I still have a VHS, can't remember the name of it or whatnot, but this giant battle station's about to go and it's wiping out all these troops. And I think it's the Epion Gundam, the red one with the whip, gets pissed and he lightsabers this battle station in half until it explodes. And I still have that VHS, and I love watching it every now and then. But I was curious if this would be a standalone or if I needed to know more about the series. And he said, no, don't worry. This takes place, I think he said probably 6 years or so after the series. And you don't need to know about the series because this is its own separate story, but it just features characters and everything from the series. It's pretty much them getting back into action and whatnot. I'm guessing the same way the first Star Trek movie was after the Star Trek series ended. Nope, the first Star Trek series. I almost dropped the movie. It's got a pretty nice booklet in here. I love old Gundam artwork. It's just so cool. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. It's got some weird maps and charts and everything. Yeah, operation maps. Universal Century History. It's got the history and all that. It's got Char's Counterattack Encyclopedia. So yeah, I'm guessing they're going to help me if I get confused. I just look through this. Oh, look at that Gundam. He's got a shield and a battle axe. He's a dwarf Gundam. And it's also got another guide. It's got a guide to anime. 2002, July to September. It's featuring Escaflowne, the movie. Fancy Lala, Stars Born. Love Hina, Love Hurts, Volume 4. So yeah, it's got some older stuff. It's got some nice older value to it. I like stuff like that. So I'm gonna be excited to watch this too because I can always go for Gundam. Gundam. There's a reason it's got so many series and so popular and everything, so iconic. It's a great giant battling robots. And those were all I got for the movies today. I'm going to be I'm not going to spend any more money today because I spent about, I want to say $40 maybe today, which I went in there with 80, and I'm like, I'm not going to spend more than 80 at this convention right now because I've got 2 other ones in August. They're back to back that I need to make sure I'm going to have more money for. Plus the movies, I didn't really see the movie selection they had at this place because there was like one place where they were selling movies. There were a lot of places where they were selling cards, and then there was some other stuffs and whatnot. I saw this stand, and I looked over, and I saw yellow, and my brain immediately went, "That's Persona 4." Sure enough, there was a stand where a lot of Persona 4 merchandise was, and I went there like squeeing and everything. They had the figurines. They had Rise in her skimpy swimsuit. They had can't speak. Yukiko's Persona doing the whole wash thing. They had Teddy. They had all these action figures and all that. And I'm like, oh my god, I want these all. And I look, and there, staring directly at me, is a Chie figurine, Chie Satanaga. She's my favorite Persona 4 character. I love Chie, she's so great. And I'm like, oh my god, I need this. $75. I'm like, oh, I can't get this. I have to take out a loan to get this thing. But I really, really wanted it. But I'm like, no, must maintain financial control. Must maintain that. It's depressing. What I'm hoping might happen is that I go back tomorrow and the price will have dropped because maybe nobody's going to buy them at that price. I hope nobody buys them at that price, primarily because I want it for cheaper. Selfish, I know, but I'm like hoping that if I go back there, maybe if it's around the $40 range, I'll get it. If it's around $40, I'll get it, but like $70 to $75 is too much. I can't do that. I don't want to do that. I can do that, but I'm choosing not to because I'm trying to be a responsible adult, which is not always what happens. I'm very good at convincing myself to do stupid things. So I had to kind of like drag myself away from that, and I was walking around. I went to the card vendors and all that. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! No Magic the Gathering whatsoever. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I was looking through the booklets and whatnot, and I'm like, these aren't Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. What are these things? I'm like, no Yu-Gi-Oh! Card has like 10,000 power. And I'm like, what is all this? And all the style looked cool. It was really anime, and like anime detail, manga detail, like from all over the times too. There was some cards in there that looked like they were straight out of the '90s anime, like early '90s anime and all that. And I'm like, oh, this is neat. And so I was like, what is this? And I got into a long conversation with the guy. Apparently, it's this game called Vanguard. And now I'm very interested in Vanguard. I'm going to take a look into it and see what it's about and see if I might be able to get into it. Because he told me that while it's not as popular in America yet, it's pretty good in Japan. And in America, at least, it's like starting to come neck and neck with Yu-Gi-Oh! Apparently, is what he said. There's not many boxes and whatnot. The boxes that they had there were really overpriced. They were about the same price as the Chie figurine. So I'm like, nah, I'm not going to get these here if I get them. Primarily because I don't know if it'll be worth it. But yeah, I'm going to be checking up the Vanguard card game. I saw a few people I knew walking around. Nobody I knew in cosplay, weirdly enough, which is odd because I go to an anime club. I thought that I'd see some people there in cosplay. I saw some people there, but not in cosplay. There wasn't that many cosplayers there. At least when I went there. My guess is I got there too early. My guess is that everyone else is going to get there around like 1 or so. And I'm like, I got here too early probably. But that's alright, I got some sales out of it. They had a lot of like trinket vendors and whatnot. Like people selling small trinkets and everything. I actually got this at the card vendor area. It is Kingdom Hearts, well, recoded apparently it says, but it doesn't matter. It's a Keyblade necklace, and it's even got the little keychain and all that. It's gonna be different. I can't really show you. It's not gonna work now. I kind of made a hole in my iPhone case so that I can put keychains and everything on it, and I have a Keyblade there that's connected by the keychain part. I'm really I wanted to get this, and it feels like it's heavy for its size. That sounds weird. It's not heavy at all, but for its size, it's heavy, and that makes me think, oh, sweet, this is going to be durable. This is going to last. So I'm really excited about finding that. And then the last thing I bought today was at this tiny little vendor stand, and I guess the guy might have been a little judgmental about it. He was like, you like this? I'm like, yeah, I like this. It is a Gurren Lagann keychain with Yoko from, well, Gurren Lagann, but I think it looks like future Yoko, the future Yoko, which takes place in the second half of the series. It's got a Gurren Lagann little thingamajig. I'm going to try to get a good image of that. And it's got the skull, and it's all in one keychain, which I'm going to attach to my phone. I've already got the velvet key that I showed in the first anime tache in there on it, and I've got the Keyblade that I got from Disneyland on it. So I'm going to put this on there too. My goal is to eventually have so much crap on this that my keys look inferior. But yeah, that's so far today's haul, and I gotta hand it to the people doing this. It's a small event. It's very, very small. It's only taking up like a small portion of the mall. Luckily, I think they probably planned this. It's taking place right next to a carousel that's in the mall, so you got all these people with their blue wigs and everything on the carousel just having a grand old time. There's a food court right upstairs and a big empty room that they were doing the gaming stuff in. So yeah, I gotta hand it to them. I didn't give them credit. I thought going into this that this might just be, I might go there for like an hour and then just not come back the rest of the weekend. I'm definitely going back to this. I'm going back with friends because, honestly, I'm pretty sure, from what I've heard from everybody, it's 20 times more fun going with friends. And I've never been to a convention with friends, so I am going to be bringing some people there, and I'm almost positive I'm going to have a blast with them there, just chatting up anime and everything, and checking out the tournaments and all that. I wanted to check out the Vanguard tournament that was starting about an hour ago, but I was still browsing around at that point and eyeballing that Chie figurine, saying, "One day you will be mine." And yeah, I'm having a blast at day one, so I'm going to be going. I'll likely go back again later today. Not going to buy anything, just to hang out and all that. And I'm definitely going back tomorrow. I'm going to check to see if maybe prices for some of the stuff goes down. Wish me luck. And so yeah, this has been day one. Join me back for day two.